But Montez Sweat and Chase Young won't cost a first-round pick. They're not going to be as expensive as previously thought, or as previously discussed by even ourselves. How you feeling about that, Spinny?
Yeah, we did the blind date yesterday, and the chat chose Montez Sweat.
Yeah, they did.
As the man they want to take him to Dwight Town. So I love to hear this. I love to hear that these guys aren't as expensive. If
Blake Griffin, yo, ho.
Blake Griffin, yo, ho. If you could get one of these guys, one of these elite pass rushers to put next to Aiden Hutchinson, and it wouldn't cost you a first-round pick, I think you do it immediately. You pick up the phone and start dialing. Like, I think that you place one of those guys next to Aiden Hutchinson, and not only unlocks them, but it helps him take some of the pressure off him and gives you a guy that'll tear up the quarterback's booty hole. Like, I love to hear this, especially that it doesn't cost a first-round pick. Because I know how scared all you guys in the chat are, how scared certain people with this network are, Neil Rule, about, giving up a first-round pick. Brad Holmes cooks with first-round pick. We got to let Brad Holmes the first-round pick. That's the most important thing. No, the most important thing is getting guys on the field that are going to do damage. And if you get one of these guys on the field that you know will do damage, it will do nothing but better your team. And if you can do that without giving up a great asset in a first-round pick, that's a win-win in my heart.
Abso-freaking-lutely. And if I'm being honest with you, too, like, or even if it costs a first-round pick, like, if you're going to make the argument, like, and I get it, because I've been there, I've been on that side of the argument, too, at times. Like, with Brad Holmes, you want him to have as many bullets in the chamber, and that's what those draft picks are. You're taking shots at landing a guy who's going to be a stud for you. A first-round pick is just a little bit, it's a hollow point, if you will. But we have Jameer, we have J-Mo. Those are first-round picks.
Yeah.
Still kind of, Jameer, I think is straight. J-Mo waiting on a little bit. To be more consistent at a 12th overall pick, I think I'm content with him. But I know a lot more other people want to see a lot more out of him. But no, if Brad Holmes is that nice with like the clip, regardless of the round, then I'm cool with sacrificing one or two of those to go get us a for sure stud, another hollow tip, a for sure hollow tip. Mm-hmm. Not even a maybe. It's a fucking grenade, if you will. I'm not talking about the fat kind from Jersey Shore either. Yeah. I'm talking about like a dog. And then Chase Young and Montez Sweat are just that. These reports conflict with what I heard going to like the Washington side of things, because like what I did is I watched Locked On Commanders, just hear what rumors are coming out of there, because I really see our side of things, and I heard that they weren't willing to give up those guys, but then they dropped last night. They are, so maybe kind of confused. And I was also looking at Jonathan Allen, who's been in the mix as well. And I thought, is he a Dan Campbell guy? I remember Dan Campbell said, like, we want to get guys, but we don't want to mess up the vibe we got going on here. At one point I thought so, yeah. But then I remembered he socked Deron Payne on national television last year. You remember that?
Yes, he did.
So I was like, you talking about vibe. Like, I wonder if that's like specifically like what he was talking about. Is Jonathan, these guys, they fit that Dan Campbell mold, that Dan Campbell player.
Personally, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care.
But obviously Dan Campbell does. They pass that threshold for you?
I think Sweat and Young do.
Yeah.
I think those are Dan Campbell guys. Those are guys that seem bought in, that love football and want to play football, want to play winning football. And you look at, maybe Jonathan Allen isn't, because he's punching teammates on the sideline. And he's saying, fuck this fucking shit in the interview.
Post-game interview.
So maybe
I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, I'm tired of this fucking bullshit. It's 7 years of this shit. So maybe he is not a Dan Campbell guy, but Sweat and Young haven't done anything, or I haven't seen anything out of them that's like, no, that's not a Dan Campbell guy.